Okay, good morning, everybody. Starting off with our pelvic tilt, of course. So why do I always start with pelvic tilts? Loosens up your back, but it's also moving the discs forward and back. If you could imagine like squishing a marshmallow between two graham crackers. So when you inhale, you're trying to arch your back just a little bit, try to keep the ribs down, and then press your back into the floor. Don't use your feet. Try not to use your hips. And then again. So you're going through a range of motion that is appropriate for your body. Inhale, arch. We exhale and print. And again, inhale, arch. Oh, and then print. One more time. And it becomes very meditative because you're starting to relax and connect with your body and how you're feeling. And then coming back to our neutral position. Keep those ribs pulled together, and we do the internal obliques, which is that low quadrant just inside the hip bone region. Trying to pull in on one side, relax your leg muscles, don't push on the floor. And then we'll do the other side. Exhale. And then relax. One more time each way. And last one. Then our circles. We'll do 3 times in each direction. So start with the tailbone as your 12 o'clock position. Coming around the clock. And try not to move your ribs. And the breathing is nice and fluid, matching your movement. So you're exhaling 3/4 of the way around the circle, then inhale just as you arch towards your tailbone. Other direction, pressing your back into the floor. Good. Sometimes the first circle is a little bit lumpy, and then it smooths out. One more time around the circle. Your back should start to feel a little bit looser already. We're going to maintain that curve in your low back. You might have to lift just a little bit to achieve that, and then heels lift. And then we bring the knee towards your shoulder, alternating. Heels are lifted so you don't push on your feet. So if that bothers your toes, or your bottom of your feet, you put your heel down. Just try not to push on the feet. And then extending the leg straight. Slide the leg out, flex your foot, and then drag that leg back in. And again, the other side. So I'm holding my hands with my thumb on my ribs and my fingertips on my hip bones. And it gives me some reference and feedback if I move at all. And one more time, sliding your leg out and a flex. And draws in. Let's open the knees apart. Now butterfly, apart and together. We'll do 4 times. Apart, together, and apart, and together. One more time, and apart, and together. Okay, we're going to walk our feet really wide for internal rotation. There's no movement here. We're just stretching, holding that position for a couple of seconds. Take a big breath. Two or 3 breaths. Start to feel those knees get a little heavier together. Increasing the rotation on your left leg. Just let your left knee drop down. Reach up with your left arm. You have the option to bring both arms up overhead. Stretching down the side. Again, a reminder to take a nice big breath. And then bring your arm to your side, switch legs. Right knee drops down, reach up with your right arm. You can add the other arm if you wish. One more big breath. And then bring your arms down your sides. Release the stretch, walk your feet back to neutral, and we'll bridge one time. Pelvic tilt first. Initiate a stretch in your low back, rising up to the bridge, and then lowering down slow. Inhale and arch, find your neutral position. Now shoulder placement, reach straight up, lifting up one shoulder, and press that shoulder blade flat. Alternate, we'll do 4 times, and press. There's 1, and lift, and press. Lift, and press. You have 2 more on each arm. You're opening across your chest. See how long you can make those clavicle bones. And pulling together with your ribs and pressing both shoulder blades firmly in the floor. Open the arms out to the sides, apart and together. And again, apart, press together. And apart, and press. Last one, pressing with your shoulder blades, then lowering one arm down towards your toes, up to the ceiling. And you're focusing on keeping the shoulders pressing back into the floor and away from your ears. One more time on each arm. Then reaching overhead. You'll notice it takes a little bit more work for your abdominal muscles to maintain that position. Not arching in the back or lifting the ribs. Let's do 2 times with both arms. Overhead reach. And recover. And a reach. And recover. Half roll up. Pelvic tilt first, then bring your chin to your chest and lift. And lowering down. 1. And roll up, reach past your feet. And lower. Exhale, reach past your feet. And lower. Rolling up. Try to bring your arms a little bit lower so that you can keep your chest open. Rolling up. 5. 4 more. 4. And 3. 2. And 1 more. Okay, you're bringing your left knee in. Hold underneath your leg so you can lift that leg from the hip socket and extending your right foot straight, adding in our ankle pumps on the right foot. Flex those toes back. Feel the thigh tighten up a little bit. Try to push your heel out. 2 more. And then extending the left leg up straight. If you're a little tight in the hamstrings, bend your right knee. Flex and point the left foot. Pressing the hips down into the floor. And point. And flex. And point. And flex. And point one more time. And then start the circles with your ankle. Big circle. 1. Around 2. 3. 4. And 5. Changing directions. 1. And 2. 3. 4. And 5. Now point your toes, curl your toes, and flex back. We haven't done this one in a long time. Full point, curl your toes, flex the ankle. Full point, curl your toes, flex your ankle. One more. Full point, curl the toes and flex. All right, pull your knee up high to the shoulder and extending the leg. Big stretch there. Flex and pull it back. And then press out. Flex and pull back. And press one more time. So you're pressing your hands, or excuse me, you're pressing your leg into your hands. Right foot on the floor. We're going to do the rotation now. So you turn to the right, extending your left arm out. Whew, open and close your hand. Turn the palm down and then extend the wrist back. Okay, and then the pinwheel arm, we reach overhead. You can arch your back and look to your hand. Then it reverses, bring it back to your side. Second time, up and over. And reverse back. All right, we're going to open up the left knee. And we're back to our neutral position. Let's start the other side. Right knee comes up, left leg extends straight. Add the ankle pumps on your left foot. Take a big breath. Then the right leg stretches straight up to hamstring position. Again, flex and point the right foot. And let's get into the circles. Big circle around 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Changing directions. 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then full point, curl your toes and flex back. You might just be on the verge of cramping in the sole of your foot. Lots of muscles there that need support. Good, one more time. Okay, then we pull the knee up high and extend your leg out straight. And again, flex and pull back, keeping your foot on the ceiling. 2 more. So don't just give in to your stretch. Try to resist it and push into your hands. You're ready to rotate, left foot on the floor, twisting to your left with the right arm extended. Open and close your right hand. And then turning the palm down to the floor and extend your wrist. Okay, turn the palm up to the ceiling. And we get to do the circles. Look at your right hand from up and over the top all the way around. And lift, reach back. You can tip your head back a little bit. It extends the stretch in the thoracic area, the rib cage. Great range in the shoulder. And we come back around to finish in our rotational spine position. Then we open up the right leg. Okay, we're back to our neutral position now. Full roll up, shoulder blades press back, chin to chest. Remember, you can use your legs to lift up, but slide, let's reach those arms up. Now lift them a little bit higher and lift with your chin, and that might help get your back straighter. Then round over your legs. We'll roll up to our seated position, get nice and tall, reach those arms up, lift your chin, bend your knees, shoulder blades back, then roll down to the floor, lowering your arms as you glide down. And repeat. And lifting your chin. Forward stretch over your legs. Take another breath. Okay, we'll recover into our seated position upright. Lift in your chest. Shoulder blades are back all the way to the floor. One more time. Rolling up. Remember to lift the chin, lift up a little higher with those arms, and then forward stretch. Yeah, and take your time if I'm going too fast. Did you come down a little bit further that time? Roll up nice and tall. Return to the floor. Pre-engage your abdominal muscles and we bring the knees to chair position. Extend your left arm and your left leg. Back to chair. Right arm and right leg. And chair. Now let's talk about some details. Get that shoulder to press down. Maintain the curve in your low back without straining. And right arm, right leg. Add a half roll up. You know, if that's a little too strenuous or your neck doesn't like it, you can put a hand behind your head or you can lay back to the floor. Continue the exercise how we started it. And reach those long legs. Get them tight, extending the knees straight, activating your thigh muscles. One more on each leg. Then let your head and shoulders come back down to the mat, recovering your neck. Okay, extend both legs straight up to the ceiling and then lower halfway down and come back up. Lower just a little bit, just to engage your abs. 2, 3. Nice and slow. 4, 5, and 6. Let's add a rotation here. Bring your heels together, squeeze your buns, squeeze the legs together. 7, 8, 9, and on 10, we're gonna hold it. Now add a half roll up. Tuck your knees in and extend. Nice tight thighs. 2, and extend. Are your shoulders back? Tuck. 3, and extend. Keep that chin down. 4, and extend. 5, and extend. 6, and extend. 7, extend. 8, extend. 9. You can have your back flat on the floor if you need to also. You don't have to maintain the arch. And extend. Lower your head and shoulders down to the floor. We're going to tuck the knees in. And then place your feet to the mat. And add a bridge. Pelvic tilt. Press up to the bridge. And we'll lower down nice and slow. Okay, lift up your heels. Extend your left leg straight up to the ceiling. Starting with circles, we go around 1 and 2. Try to hold your opposite leg still. 3. Your core is strong enough that your leg should just feel like it's floating. 1 more circle around and hold it on the top. Now changing direction. 1 and 2, 3, 4, and last one, hold. Lower your left leg down to the floor and then bring it back up. You can have your arms at your sides, press your arms firmly down into the mat and lift up that leg until you feel a stretch and lower, and lift, and lower, and lift, and lower, and lift. One more time, take it all the way down to the floor. Bring your right leg to chair position. Now add a half roll up. And little 1 inch lift and lower. Lift an inch, lower an inch. Lift an inch, lower an inch. Lift an inch, lower an inch. Are your shoulders back? Lengthening your left leg. Pull in with those abs. Here's 7, 8, 9, 10. And then take your left leg hovering off of the floor. Bring your hands behind your head. Now we're going to rotate to the right knee. Lift, rotate to the right. 1, and open. Don't lay all the way down. 2, open the shoulder. Here's 3, open the shoulder. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9, 10. Let your head lay back. Extend your right leg. Then add your half roll up again. Pull into the scissors. 1. Pull scissors. Back on the right leg again. 2. Here's 3. Are your knees straight? Check it out. 4, 5. Lower your right leg to the floor and then touch your left toes down on the floor. Bring the right leg straight up. Push your arms down into the mat. Lower and lift the right leg. Notice that there's a lot of strength involved if you concentrate on it, that you're controlling the weight of the leg as it descends. Feel like you're reeling your leg back up with your abdominal muscles. And 5. And breathe. 6, 7. Nice tight legs. 8. 2 more. You can do it. It's only 2. 9. Lower your right leg all the way down to the mat. Press your right leg down. Left knee comes to chair position. Reach the arms up. Half roll up. Lift an inch. Lower an inch. Lift an inch. Lower an inch. Lift an inch. Lower an inch. 4, 5. Right leg's nice and tight. Lengthening. 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring your head to the floor, hands behind your head, and then we lift and rotate to the left. 1, open the shoulder. 2, and open. Be careful not to lay all the way down on the floor. We're maintaining some tension in your abs through the rotation and elongation. Halfway there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let your neck recover, extending the legs straight. Add your half roll up. Right leg off of the floor. 1, and switch. 2, 3, 4. Get a good stretch at the top. 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Then lay back down onto the floor. Bring your right leg down to the mat. Now tighten up your gluteals. Let's flex our feet. Push those heels out. Hands come behind your head. And lift up, look over your toes. And lower down. Again, up over your toes. Look, push out your heels and elongate the spine. 3. And lower. It's 4. And lower. 5, hold it. Stay lifted. Push your heels out. Imagine a line from the inseam of your right leg to your right heel. Lift and lower, and lift and lower, and lift and lower. 4, 5, keep those ribs down. 6, you can always lower your head if you need to. 7, 8, both heels are still pushing. 9, 10, other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo, that was great. Bend your knees so we have the heels in alignment with your sit bones, and we'll bridge, pelvic tilt. Peeling up off of the floor, press those heels up, shoulders are back, and then lowering down, bone by bone. Remember, if there's any flat spots on your back, just take your time through that area to try to articulate. Feel like you're pulling your feet or your hips towards your feet. And again, into the bridge, and we'll press up. Alternate a heel lift. Pop one heel up and down. Pop the other leg, heel up and down. Left heel, squeeze those glutes. Right heel, left heel, right heel, left heel, and right, and left, and right. Now you're going to take your left foot off of the floor, just an inch, and lower. Right heel. Prepare, get your glutes nice and strong. Right foot, and lower. Left. Now notice I'm not doing knee to chest. I'm just barely hovering my foot off the floor. Squeeze those buns. Lift. And right. And left. Slow them down if you need to. I want you to be prepared. Keep going 5 more times on each foot while I'm talking. So you have to prepare and stabilize your foot that's on the floor before you lift up the other one. Otherwise, we're going to have some hip drop, some other activity that we don't want. Always looking for that stabilization. Then press those hips higher to the ceiling. Reach your arms straight up. Then reach one arm overhead. Back to the ceiling. Other side, reach overhead. And back to the ceiling. Now with your right arm, lift up your left heel. And back to the starting point. Left arm, right heel. Back to the starting point. Now you can continue with just the heel lift, or you could pick up your foot like we did a little bit earlier. Right foot, left arm. Get it ready. Starting to feel those glutes firing up. Lift. Small but steady. And one more. Press those hips high, lower down the spine, bone by bone. And then inhale and arch. Full roll up. Nice and tall. Good work, you guys. Lay to your side. We'll start off with our side crunches. So tighten up your legs so they're already off the floor. Keep your abdominal muscles engaged and the lower abdominal muscles pulling up. Then we lift. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're doing sets of 10. Here's 5, 6. Keep pulling in. 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold. Now 10 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it. Hold. Hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lower down and come right back up. 10 and lower. That's why I said sets of 10 too. You know, I had something fun planned for you. 3, 4. Might be feeling the inner thigh too. You should be nice and tight. 5, 6. Keep elongating. 7. Don't use your head. 8, 9, 10, and hold. 10 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Hold it for 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more set. Lower down and up. 1 and lower. 2 and lower. Target is your side. 3, 4. Doing great. 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hold it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bend your knees. That was great. Let's do the other side. So we're starting off with 10 side crunches. Abdominal muscles draw in, stay nice and long, keep those feet off the floor, and we lift. 1 and lower. 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hold it. Little crunches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hold it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down and crunches. 1 and 2. Get a good squeeze at the top. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Try not to push on your elbow. 8, 9, 10. Hold. Pulsing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And last set. And 1 and lower. 2. Drawing with the pelvic floor. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it. 10 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hold it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Good. Bend your knees. Whoa. All right. Turn over on your hands and knees. So we're in a quadruped. We won't be here long. Let's get a good foundation. We're actually going to lift the knees off of the floor and then take one leg back straight. If you need to come down, that's okay. Tuck your knee in, bring your nose to your knee. Then extend straight. Nose to knee, extend straight. 3, 2, and 1. That's it. Lower your knee down. Bend that left leg, push your heel up to the ceiling, squeeze. 2, make sure that you're keeping the hips level. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Bring your knee down. I'm going to start the other side. So we were on the hands and knees. Push yourself up, engage those abs. Nose to knee, only 5 times. 1, extend straight. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Bring your knee to the floor. Then bend your right knee, pushing your foot to the ceiling. 1, 2, this one's for 20. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Knees together, come down on your forearm. Engage your abdominal muscles and lift those knees up. 1, and lower. 2, and lower. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 more. 8, 9, 10. Good work. Come back around to the other side again. Side kicks. So you're up on your forearm. Bottom leg's extended straight with just your baby toe touching, or you tuck it underneath you. Extending your top leg, your right leg, lift those ribs up, and then heel in front, toes in back. Push out with your heel, toes in back. Don't let those hips move. Back, and heel in front, toes in back, heel in front, keep the shoulder back, and reach from your hip socket to your toes, and reach, reach, reach. Then we're going to do a circle. Take your leg as far back as you can, come up and around to the front. And again, back, lift, feel like you're stretching longer. 2 more, lift, and up and around. 1 more time. I'm going to show you something wrong. Don't let your hips drop back so you can bring your head leg up real high. Okay, let's change directions. So we're maintaining this core position, 4 circles. Keeping the hips level. There's not as much range of motion to the side. It's supposed to be that way. 1 more time, nice big circle around. Good. That was great work. You guys tuck your knees in, and then we'll change sides. So you're on the forearm. Right leg is slightly forward, the heel lifted, or you can tuck your knee under you. Kind of depends on how that feels on the hip bone, the trochanter. Shoulders are square, hips are square. You're gonna balance a teacup right here on your hip. Inhale in front, back, long leg. Heel forward. As it comes back, you have a long stretch. In front. Stretch that leg back. 2 more times. Okay, take it back as far as you can. Big circle around, comes up, 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 and then forward. And around 2. And and 3. Oh, and around, and one more, 4. Okay, changing direction. It goes up, reach to the back as far as you're able to. 2. And a 3. And 4. Great. Okay. Let's spin it around on 2 half roll downs. So your feet are at the end of your mat. Okay, lift up in the chest. We're gonna bring your hands behind the head today. Pelvic tilt, roll back. Come up to your full seated position and twist. Okay, be careful you're not pulling on the neck. Half roll down, we come up, twist the other way. And center. Pelvic tilt back. Lift up tall, lift in the sternum. You can even bring your chin up, it helps a little bit. Twist. And center. Pelvic tilt. Get tall, lift your chin up a little bit and twist. Center. Pelvic tilt. Lift, 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 lift the chin. Twist. And center. Pelvic tilt back. Lift tall. Twist. And center. Pelvic tilt back. And up tall. Twist. Center. Pelvic tilt back. Lift the chin. Twist right. One more time each way. So we have a tip back. Lift tall. Twist. Oh, good. Get a lot of rotation in there. And one more time. And twist. This time we're going to roll halfway back. Then reach your left arm and your right arm out to the sides and twist. Come back up to the center, bringing your arms up high. And we'll go the other way, twisting to your right. Reach that arm back. And up tall. And again, the other side. A little rotation here. And up. Good. Get nice and tall, lifting up in your sternum and your chin. And half roll back with the twist. And a lift. Half roll back, twist. And lift. Half roll back. Last one. And up. Then all the way to the floor. Pelvic tilt. Have the knees bent. Nice slow race. Whoa. Bring your feet to a comfortable position right into your sit bones, elbow bridge. 3 times. Pelvic tilt. Press those hips up high. And we lower down slow. And again, 2. Great way to relieve any tension in your back. Also the hip flexors. And you know those hip flexors are attached at L4 or 5. And pelvic tilt up. Put a stretch there at the top. And we roll down. Okay, pre-engage your abdominal muscles, everybody. Bring your knees up to chair position. We're adding half roll up and extend. Starting our hundreds here. Take a breath. Pumping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Tight legs. Here's 5. Can you lower your legs a little? 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Don't go anywhere. Hold it right there. Hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was fabulous. Roll down. Tuck your knees in. Turn your head to the side, release any tension in your neck. Return to the chair position. Adding your half roll up, extend the right leg and gently tucking in on the left knee. So you're not hanging onto it for dear life. Switch sides. 1 and 2. Shoulders down, press them down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, again, lowering your head to the side. Okay, bridge again, pelvic tilts. And press up, up, up. And lowering down slow. All right, roll all the way over onto your stomach. You can have your hands underneath your forehead. And we're lifting right leg. Let's alternate today, right? And lower, then left, and lower. Stretch the leg longer, lengthening your back. Lift up your head and shoulders and press shoulder blades down. Make sure that your head is elongation of the spine and not dropping down. Right? Still alternating. And left. And right. Try not to push on the opposite leg to the floor. Just hovering. And left. Lengthening the neck. Right. And left. And right. Left. This time hold the right leg elevated. Open apart. And together. And apart. And together. Apart. And together. Apart. And together. Apart. We're doing 5 more like this, you guys. Keep your hips pressed into the floor. Your left hip should feel like it's pressing equally as the right. Okay, just last one. Then the other side. Lift that left leg. Press your right hip down to the mat. And 2, 3, 4, 5. Try to keep your head and shoulders up so we can activate some of these back muscles while we're working the legs too. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lift up both legs apart, together, squeeze those heels in. 2, 3. It's a lot easier with both legs, huh? 4, 5. Let's take the head and shoulders up and the arms to the sides. 5 more. 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Bring your hands next to your shoulders so you can sit on your feet. It's pushing off the floor. And then reach your arms out in front, overhead. Take a couple of breath cycles in this position. And we'll slowly roll up. So to feel each vertebrae. Good. Okay. Turning around, we're going to lay down on our back again. So to get there, get your shoulder blades down. Slow race to the floor. Then extend both legs straight, flexing your feet. We're basically doing the same exercise that we just did laying on our stomach, but now we're laying on our back. So with the left leg, slide to the side, only as far as you can keep those hips level. Flex your feet, toes up. Don't let them rotate out. And together. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, you got to keep the toes up. Keep pushing your heels out. Halfway there already. 6. Remember, everybody has a different range of motion. So you be aware of your body and your work. 9. Let it slide. And 10. Great. Full roll up. You can bend your knees or do it with your legs straight. Kind of depends on how your back likes that. Curling in and up. Lift up tall and forward stretch. All right, let's go ahead and recover. Seated position, upright. We're going to do a hip flexor stretch. This is a kneeling stretch, and I'll show you another position if you don't want to be on your knees. So you take a big step forward. See how my knee is in front of my foot? Take a big step forward so your knee is over your ankle. Okay, you can extend the back leg straight. Is a more advanced stretch position. This can be done standing. This and push your hips forward. So you're getting a stretch in that right hip flexor. Then rock to your heel and up to your toe. Back to your heel, up to your toe. Back to your heel, toe. And one last time. Good. We're going to change sides. Kneel back. Switch legs. You can have the opposite hand on the floor, might help you balance. Or you can do this standing. You can have your knee on the mat, or you can extend the legs straight. If you're real flexible, you can also bring your right hand down to the floor instead of being up high. Great work. Rock to your toes, back to your heel. 1, toes, heel. 3, 4, 5. Good. Knee to the floor. And we'll release the stretch. Okay, nice work. My goodness, it's time to stretch. Find your bands, please. So you have a band under your left foot. You extend your legs straight up to the stretch. I'm just going to hold my leg today. You can have your right leg bent or straight on the floor. Take a big breath. That was good, you guys. And I try to come up with some different things all the time. Then carefully crossing your leg over the midline. Trying to keep the hips on the floor. And then we open out to the straddle. Opposite knee bends. Helps counterbalance the weight of the extended leg. And then your left foot comes over the right knee, taking the right foot off the floor. All right, let's start the other side. So careful with putting the band underneath your right foot. When you're ready, you'll extend your legs straight on the floor and then bring it up to your full stretch. And then crossing over the midline. Ready for straddle? Open out to the side. Use your opposite knee to counterbalance. Take a breath, just relax. Bring your working foot over the resting knee. And you can do different positions. Try pushing out on your knee. If that's giving you a stretch, hold there for a couple of seconds and then bring the foot off of the floor. And try tipping your hips to the left a little bit, and that should stretch your right hip more. Okay, everybody. Placing your feet down on the mat. Full roll up. Start with the shoulders. Pelvic tilt. Then lift your head and shoulders up. Reach overhead. Let your shoulders come up high. Let your ribs flare. Then we're going to fix it. Press your shoulders down. Pull your ribs in. Navel to spine. And your arms float. Now, don't you feel tall and wonderful? Good job, everybody. Thank you for joining me.